Hello, everyone. Welcome to West Catholic Live, a show about all the cool things happening at West Catholic High School. I'm John Gonzalez, and joining me, as he does every week, is your good friend and your principal, Mr. Tony Fisher. How you doing, Tony?
I'm well, thank you. And I try to join every week, right? That's the best I can offer.
Yes, you do have your weeks where you're just, I don't know.
Just one. Mm-hmm.
There was the week you showed up late, too, like half an hour into the show.
Maybe 30 seconds. You are right. But students always come first, John. So
students
I always make sure to take care of the students and even the staff before Facebook Live.
Speaking of students, we did put them first yesterday. Oh my gosh, my first graduation ceremony here at West Catholic High School, and a memorable one for me because the student achievements, the community, the parents, the friends, relatives, the teachers, administrators, everyone coming out to celebrate a great senior class.
Yeah, for sure. And it really is incredible. First of all, you do all this planning, you get set to do the shows and everything. But when you really take a look back, trying to encompass 4 years into an hour-and-a-half honors program and a 1-hour graduation, it's just amazing that we're able to do it. But it really probably can't represent all of the things that these students have done over the course of their 4 years here. But yeah, again, pretty good show. Not always without flaws, but at the same time, we were able to celebrate an amazing class, one more year, and send them out into the world to do great things.
Folks, if you want to see the show from last night from graduation, you can do that right now. You're on our Facebook page right now, or maybe on YouTube as well. But go back and watch it. I had a lot of fun, Mr. Fisher, while you were on stage, in your gown or whatever, in your
gowns,
official wear and everything. I was like, on the street level with my camera, just walking around, taking images of people and of students and of friends and relatives and grandpas, and then of course being able to broadcast that out to the whole world, which was a lot of fun for me.
Yeah, I got to imagine it was really fun on the other end for people. That was it was a very different experience for me having all of those cameras all over the place. And we had practice and I was staring at myself for a little while. I appreciate Jeff Bailey, one of our producers of the show, turning that camera so I didn't have to stare at myself up on podium. But definitely a lot of cameras, and I'm appreciative to you and Natalie and Jeff and Tom Cutsley for the extra hours and time that you put in to make that happen for people. I think it's really cool that we can now share those productions live with all kinds of people, and they don't have to be right in our gym or in the church. They can be wherever they are living at the time. So
certainly
appreciative of that.
All right, folks, we have a busy show for you today. No Cam 3-point challenge this week. He is on assignment right now.
He is on assignment. Yeah, I don't know what his assignment is. I'm not in charge of him, but yeah, he's off doing something else.
No Rainey Renee. I think she's also on assignment.
Not sure.
That's working on an assignment. So no weather forecast today, but we will have Did You Know a little later in the show. But right now, let's get to the theme of our program this week. If you are interested in summer camps, sports camps, esports camps, or maybe, band camp or fine arts camp, we are going to tell you about all the different camps we offer here at West Catholic. And Coach Fisher.
Used to be
Coach Fisher. Who do we have for our first guest?
All right, John, thank you. Joining us today is our head athletic or our weight coach and strength and conditioning coach, Adam Stoyanov. And then we have a freshman with us, Gabe Schwieters. Thanks for joining us, Adam and Gabe. Appreciate having you on the show. So, okay, Adam, maybe you could speak, the Did You Know is going to be about you and the fact that you are the very first strength and conditioning coach West Catholic's ever hired. Can you speak to us about maybe the goals, the things that you thought about as you started the job as strength and conditioning coach here at West?
Yeah. We, our program, we're proud to call it inclusive. We're proud to call it unified. So the idea of having a unified program is that it doesn't matter what sport you play, and even if you don't play a sport, that we're all doing the same fundamental lifts, and we're under the same umbrella of principles where we're trained progressively, comprehensively, safely, and year-round consistently together. So we can have, like, Gabe plays several different sports, but he could be next to someone that plays women's basketball or someone that plays runs long distance, and they're at lunch, and they did very similar things, and they can talk about those things they did in the weight room. So it creates points of contact for our kids that do different things, but then they're still sharing some of the same things. And then being inclusive, Anybody that comes to West Catholic, that door is open to you. It doesn't matter, male, female, doesn't matter the age. Every single year we're putting more effort into getting the middle schoolers in there at different grades so that we potentially have 6 years of contact with a kid. And we can start seeing them in middle schools. And then by the time they graduate, they have a very, very good understanding. Obviously, I'm biased. I think we do it best here, and that we could have a great impact on them for the rest of their lives. Because I do believe the way we teach strength training, it carries over in many aspects of their lives.
Gabe, what do you love about being in the weight room with Coach there?
Oh, it's great. He's very encouraging. He'll really help you get to any goal you want to achieve. You ask him, hey, I want to be able to reach, 135 on bench, your first big play, your first, I don't know. I guess that was my first monument that I wanted to reach. He helped me get there. I got there right away. Cause training in the summer I started in 8th grade, but training as a middle schooler, you don't see a lot of high schools doing that really. We're really, the only one that has fortified or unified, I'm trying to say we have a fortified community within, high schoolers, middle schoolers, we can all train together.
Yeah.
So it's great.
Now, Adam, I understand that kids can get involved in camps this summer. Can you tell us really quickly about your camps this summer?
Yeah, absolutely. For strength training, we're going to go. Our high schoolers are working out Monday through Thursday. Their schedules are pretty set. It's on the Instagram schedule. It's on the Facebook schedule. WC Falcon Strength on Instagram, and then West Catholic Athletics on Facebook. Those are posted. The coaches will be reaching out to the kids. But for middle schoolers and for questions, go to our Grand Rapids West Catholic website, click on the athletics tab, get to the summer camps tab. It's the third one down, which is for middle schoolers at 7th and 8th grade, because they're going to have their own time to train together on Mondays and Wednesdays at 11 o'clock. The biggest thing is, and our coaches are pushing this very hard to our student athletes, our kids, and to our parents, is to over communicate. Get my contact information, come in the weight room, talk to me, and we'll always make sure there's an opportunity for you. So Adam Stoynoff at grwestcatholic.com, and find a way to get a hold of me, and we'll help you out with that.
All right. Thank you so much. We appreciate you being on the show today.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
For sure.
Have you been in the weight room lately, Mr. Fisher?
Yeah, I visit all the time, actually.
I
do visit all the time. I didn't say I went in there and lifted. I don't know. I still don't know how I feel about lifting around the students and student athletes and others, but that's okay.
Yeah. You don't want to show them off, or?
But yeah, that's what it is. I don't want to embarrass anybody.
Speaking of, being in the weight room and down in the sports department quite a bit, you probably have been down there to talk to this guy. Can you introduce our next guest?
Well, which one?
Well, the guy on the left there, you're right.
We hosted with him last week, and he's joined us in studio to talk about the Camp of Champions, I believe. Coach Landon Grove, our football coach, and joining him. Coach, want to introduce who's joining you?
Yeah, thanks for having me yet again. And with me, we have a rising senior, Andrew McCallery, joining us on the show.
Nice. Welcome to both of you. Thanks for coming on. So you want to tell us a little bit, first of all, about the details, Camp of Champions?
Yeah, so Camp of Champions is going to be a little bit later than I think it has been in the past couple of years. It's going to be July 11 through 13 for 1st through 4th graders. And then it's going to be July 11 through 14th for 5th through 8th. This is something that's been a very, very consistent thing in our community. This is certainly not the first time we've had Camp of Champions here. We're excited about it. It's my first go around with it, and I've heard a lot of good things about involvement. I know a lot of our players, including Andrew and, Joe Debsky, Timmy Kloska, guys like that are consistently showing face in our program, went to Camp of Champions and really enjoyed it. So I'm very excited, looking forward to some big numbers. When they come, they're going to be working with all of our coaching staff, offensively, defensively, special teams. We're going to create a flag. The bell's ringing. We're still in school.
It's a school.
It is a school day. We're going to be creating some 7-on-7 passing tournaments where they'll be on a team. There'll be some fun events to end it off too that might involve some water to end our week as well. So we're very excited. It's going to be a great opportunity for our kids to meet me, work with our coaches, and work with Andrew McCallery, who's going to be Coach McCallery that week.
Coach, real quick, I don't know if I missed it. Ages, grades for these
So
camps?
yeah, it's grades 1 through 8.
Okay.
1 through 4 is July 11 through 13. Grades 5 through 8 are July 11 through 14th.
Awesome.
and you can register the same way you can for all the camps. And we've been sharing it like crazy on all of our socials. So if you aren't seeing it, you need to follow us on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Instagram. Our program takes a lot of pride in sharing what we do and being active on those platforms.
Andrew, have you ever coached a camp before?
I've coached a little bit, mostly other sports, but coaching's fun. You get to like working with kids and running the teams, having some competing. So that's always fun.
Right. Would you make them call you coach, or what do you make them say?
I might. It's kind of a title, so I probably will. But
It's a lot of responsibility that comes with that term.
Yeah.
Ask the guy next to you.
Yeah, you better really take the heat a little bit too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Those first graders can be tough. You better watch out.
Oh yeah.
Actually, they can be. They
Yeah,
are
it's
critical
a lot of fun.
sometimes. You're your best critics. Do you remember attending the Camp Champions?
Oh yeah, for sure.
What do you remember most about it?
Just really coming together with kids from other schools, because West Catholic's like there's a lot of feeder schools to it, and there's a lot of other kids that it's fun to get to know and see again that I haven't seen in a while, and for other kids that aren't really around from this area that get to know them before really coming to West too.
Mm-hmm.
So.
All right, Coach. Again, one of the dates again for the camp.
July 11 through 13 for grades 1 through 4. July 11 through 14 for grades 5 through 8.
Okay. Sounds
Okay.
good.
Do you want to give any hints on, like, usually there's something that the coaching staffs can give away to all the little kids?
Yeah, there are t-shirts. Their
This-
t-shirt
this
is
is
included. There will be
nice.
a Camp of
Okay.
Champions t-shirt. Every grade will get a different color, so it'll be nice and colorful out there. They will be West Catholic colors, but it's something that you can wear. And I do believe we are planning a promotional youth night. If you
Oh,
wear
nice.
that, you get into the game for free. That's something that's in the works, so we're
Mhm.
working on that as well.
All right,
Nice.
Coach. Well, thanks
Great.
for joining us here on West Catholic Live.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you both.
Yeah,
Thanks,
thanks for
Andrew.
having us. We appreciate it.
All right. Well, I can't wait for that camp. Should be a lot of fun, and getting out there to see the little kids, right?
Yeah, you don't forget their faces. I know, and Coach Grovel experienced this. They do the Walk of Champions right from the locker room, and most people know that stuff. And when the kids go in and they get to do the same things that the varsity team does, whether
Yeah.
the locker room or the Walk of Champions, and they're going through the tunnel and run. I like the kids are just get so geeked about that stuff, and it's great to see them. The coaches create that excitement in the little kids, and we're excited too because it makes them want to come here.
Yeah. Again, folks, thanks for joining us here on West Catholic Live. We appreciate it. Don't forget, if you want to catch this show or other shows, you can check us out on podcast. We are on Apple, Spotify, and wherever you get your favorite podcast. Just download it, subscribe, because we are planning podcasts throughout the summer months as well. In fact, this summer I'm planning a special podcast, a special West Catholic Live show during Fine Arts Camp.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see it, to be honest. And speaking of that, we actually have the director of our Fine Arts department and the organizer of Fine Arts Camp, Mrs. Lisa Naraki, joining us. Mrs. Naraki, welcome.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
Yes. And who do you have with you?
I have Anaya Tan,
Hi, I'm Anaya.
and
I'm-
What grade are you in, Anaya?
I'm going to be a senior this coming up year.
Exciting.
Wow.
Okay.
It's your school now.
Yeah, I'm running it.
They're
One of the big dogs now.
Yes, you can be. We'll get you a name tag.
Yeah, please. I'd love one. I've been
Okay.
waiting for one actually.
Okay. Awesome.
Well, Lisa, what's been? I mean, how many years have you been doing this camp? Because I know I've heard about it before.
you didn't put that question in the notes.
Oh, I'm
Um,
sorry.
I think it maybe 12 years ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while. We had to cancel during COVID,
Sure.
but yeah, and so we have classes in choir, drama, dance, graphic design, cartooning, drawing, film, and we have a new class this year, digital broadcasting.
Yay.
And
Yay.
I brought Anaya because Anaya took it.
I took it for 2 years when I was in middle school at Holy Spirit. I took it the summer before my 7th grade year and the summer before my 8th grade year.
Do you remember what was your favorite class?
I really liked the drama class. I remember we did Little Mermaid once, and I really enjoyed it. I think it was the highlight of my time there. And it was fun because I was there with like a bunch of other students. Like as Andrew said earlier in the show, like all of the feeder kids come to these camps and I get to meet a bunch of new people. And then when I come here back for high school, I'm like, oh my gosh, wait, I remember you. You played Ariel and now we're friends. Like it's really cool.
That's fun.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
great. So, Lisa, is that part of the reason you started this program was just to get the word out there what you're doing?
Well, just because I saw all the other camps, all the sports oriented camps, and not being a sports oriented person myself, I could see there was a need. And so that's why I started it. Over the years, we've had different classes come and go, whatever there's an interest in. It's just a half day. It's 8:30 to noon from Monday through Friday, June 13th through 17th. So it's a quick week. They take 3 classes a day, and on Friday we have a shortened schedule, and they do their performance, and we have an art show, and all the parents come, and it's just a fun time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, folks, if you want to watch that, we're planning to take that broadcasting class that I'm teaching and show the final on Friday of what these kids have been doing all week. So we're really excited about that part of the Fine Arts Camp. I can't wait. My first time doing this class, so it's going to be a lot of fun. So again, what are the dates?
June 13th through 14th. If you are interested, you need to register by June 6th, though, because we have to order those T-shirts.
All right.
T-shirts there too.
Little Mermaid, right?
Yeah. Well,
Function?
I wasn't the Little Mermaid. I played one of the eels. Yeah. Yeah. It's actually an ongoing joke with my friend Rita, because she always tells me that when I first met her, I told her I wanted to be one of the specific eels, but she also wanted to be that one, but I didn't let her be that one. And so she's still mad at me about that.
But you're friends.
Yeah, we're
But
still
you're
friends now.
Will you be helping the camp this year, Anaya?
I'm not sure if I'll be able to attend. I think I'm out of state during those times.
Okay.
But yeah, there are a lot of other art students who are great helpers, and they're
Mhm.
great teachers who are definitely going to be there.
Yeah. Great.
Well, I love
Good
the
to know.
fact. I love the fact that Lisa, and kudos to you for doing this camp, because you do think of summer sports camps as
Yeah.
opposed to a fine arts camp. I think it's a great idea. So, what are the topics in this fine arts camp?
Choir, dance, drama, cartooning, drawing, graphic design, film, and broadcasting.
Wow,
Yeah,
good variety.
it's
A lot of
fun.
choices. A lot of choices. Yeah. So parents, get your kids looking at that stuff right now and figure out which ones you want to go to. Because if I'm correct, you can only pick a couple, right?
can only pick
cannot.
3.
Okay. You can only pick 3 of those
you
topics.
will sign up for 3. I usually give me your top 5, because we'll schedule. We try to get your first 3 for your
Right.
schedule. So
Right.
yeah.
Mhm. Okay.
Great. Well, thanks
Exciting
again
stuff.
for joining the show.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you.
you very much.
Well, you know what? One thing, there are other camps going on too here at West Catholic, right?
Yes.
So let's go to that list, unless you know them off the top of your head.
No, I don't.
Well, there they are.
I mean, you got all the sports ones for sure.
There's a few of them. So under athletics, there is a bow. It's gonna work for me eventually. Under athletics, you can find boys and girls competitive bowling, strength performance training, which Adam was on here a few minutes ago
Yep.
with that. Esports and Rocket League, esports Valorant, esports fundamentals, boys basketball camp, cheerleading camp, football camp, girls basketball camp, and soccer, volleyball, and wrestling. For all the
That's
different
just the
camps.
sports ones. Yeah. That's exciting though, to be able to offer all those for the students.
And then, of course, obviously, we have the fine arts camp and band camp as well.
Fine arts and band camp. Yep. That's very exciting stuff. That fine arts camp is just, it really is awesome to see. I love seeing the kids showing up early in the morning, running around, and it's good to take the walks and just see them either working on their art or practicing their music or
Yeah.
whatever it is. So
Yeah.
excited to have that one. It's good to see them show off their talent too.
Yeah. I can't believe this year is coming to an end. We only got 2 more shows left for West Catholic Live. So actually only one after today.
After today, it's 1. We have one
more,
left.
one more show.
And we're excited about that one too.
Yes. And again, folks, if you missed graduation, check it out online. I loved all the faces and getting to meet people and seeing friends that I've had for years, and they have West Catholic connections. And, it was just a great time to be out there and to celebrate these accomplishments. So if you get a chance, go check out the live broadcast. I think it was a little over an hour long from Tuesday night. And then we have the honors assembly on there as well from Monday night. So if you missed that, you could go and listen to that as well. At the school, we continue to pray, right? We continue to have things that we need to pray about.
Oh yeah, I think everybody does. We've obviously had our share of difficult times and members of our community going through some difficult times. So, we continue to ask for those prayers specifically for those members of the West Catholic community. And we can't forget that all around the country, there's a lot of difficult things happening. When we think about things that happened, like the school shooting yesterday, we just got to pray for healing. We got to pray for peace. We got to pray for help and support for those people who need it a lot. So yeah, we just ask that you again continue to think about the West Catholic community and those that need the prayers, and say those prayers. And then, prayer helps everyone. So
prayer does help
outside
everyone. And the only thing I would add to that, Tony, is that be someone that is looking to help others, right?
Yeah.
Because I think that we might see someone that's like, oh, that person might need some help. Well, go and find that person.
Yep.
Ask them how are they doing, how are they feeling. Be active, be proactive in trying to help others. And I think that's one of the things I love about being here is that's the message you share every day here, right?
Yeah,
To be
servant
disciples of
leadership.
Christ.
Yeah, I think if you paid attention, or if you get a chance, please, like John said, go to the graduation and listen to what our valedictorian and our salutatorian said. And I think our salutatorian, Jonathan Jensen, said it really well. Go out and pour yourself into others. Go out and pour yourself into what you do. Pour your heart into those people around you. And I think that's really good advice from a wise young man.
Wise young man. All right, that's it for today's show. Thanks again for joining us here on West Catholic Live. We can't wait to do this again next week. June 1st will be our final regular show of this school year, and then we'll jump into a couple special broadcasts later in June, and then we'll see what happens over the summer.
We will see what happens over the summer. Speaking of, that begins this Monday. So I hope everybody has a wonderful holiday weekend. Enjoy that extra day off. And looks like the weather is going to be great. So
Perfect
excited
timing.
for that.
Take care, everyone. Have a great weekend.
Have a great weekend.